So we're gonna get an acceleration here with the 2.0 Wrangler. Wow. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing a 2023 Jeep Wrangler Willys Edition. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Large Miller Dodge Ram Jeep Chrysler here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this Wrangler. I'm going to include a link to their inventory in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Ryan. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time I purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 21 around town and then 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 270 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque. So let's go over the front end of this Willys Edition. First off, it's finished in firecracker red, which looks pretty dang sweet. So you guys can see we've got these two little rubber pieces so you can lower the windshield down onto the hood. We've got the Willys sticker here, and then notice here we've got LED headlights actually. Black front grille, and then not LED for the turn signal indicator. Black tow hooks here on the bumper, and this is just the standard bumper. We do have fog lights built into the bumper though. And overall, I like the front end look, it's pretty cool. Coming around the side here, our tire and wheel setup is 255, 75, 17 in the front and in the rear as well. And you guys can see the wheels are all blacked out, which I think looks pretty cool. And then we have these aggressive mud terrain tires as part of this package. Now, just like every Wrangler, you still have a solid front axle. And then notice unpainted for the fender flares, which is great if you're going to take this off-road so you don't have to worry about scraping nice paint, or scratching rather. Anyways, Jeep logo, Wrangler logo. We've got rock rails here on the side, and then the top is not painted, but it is a hard top, which is great. Here is your full side view, which it looks pretty dang sweet. So here's our key fob. You can see you got the Jeep logo there on the back. We have our unlock lock function and then the remote start function as well. And we've got these standard taillights here, so not the upgraded LEDs. Notice it says 4-wheel drive, which is pretty cool. And then opening this up, it's got a little bit of heft to it. Again, off-road tires definitely are heavier. And then notice JL right there with little graphics, and then you can see the roll cage is body painted, which is fun. Good storage space underneath, and also there's a little 12 volt there, which is nice. When you're done, just plop it down. And something that I love about the Wranglers is you can actually get hard tops with these, unlike the new Bronco. It's really difficult. Recovery hook there at the bottom. I love how I just, like, you know, nonchalantly put an insult to the Bronco in this Wrangler video, but anyways, there's the rest of the rear. So here's the door panel. You can see nice padding here, and again, this is supposed to be like, you know, a budget package basically. So we've got these cloth seats inside. We got the vents there in the center, window controls, cup holders down below, and we got this grab handle that helps out with getting in. Ooh, legroom, headroom here in the back, and we got a little storage pocket. And let's head to the front. So here's the front door panel. You can see again with the padding, we got this netting down below for storage. Door lock and unlock, our mirror adjustments, the mirrors are heated. And then here are the front seats. So again, we've got the cloth front seat here, just like the back. There's your bolstering and everything. And then notice all of our manual adjustments. Pedal layout down below. Light control right here with our fog light integration. Steering wheel is manually adjustable. Let's pop in. So here's our steering wheel. Notice we've got nice leather trim all around, and then you got the darker stitching on the center portion. Radio controls there on the back. We got some controls for the center stack, voice command, phone controls, cruise control as well, turn signal stock, windshield wiper stock, and there's the steering wheel. So here's our gauge cluster, mostly analog, and then notice we actually have a pretty small screen here in the center compared to, I guess, at least what I'm used to seeing with the Wranglers, but it has all the same information. So I guess you don't need the big screen, really. It doesn't have the off-road statuses though, I'm noticing. So I guess that's the only difference. But anyways, there's the center. Here's the infotainment screen. First off, if we pop it into reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. And you can see resolution's pretty solid. Now, this has a single zone climate system, which again is another thing I haven't seen in a Wrangler in quite some time. We do have heated seats and a heated steering wheel though, which is a nice luxury feature to have. And it's interesting, like the climate control, like again, everything's just a little bit different compared to what I'm used to seeing with Wranglers here, but response time with the screen is actually pretty solid. So similar functionality to the bigger screen, just not as much, and I love how there's so much more like covering on it. So as you can see, we've got our analog controls here for the climate system, again, single zone climate system, radio controls, all that. Got our stability control button here, auto stop start, off-road cruise control, window controls here in the center, and then a little outlet area, and then we do have our four-wheel drive select here. So we've got two-wheel high, four-wheel auto, four-wheel high, part-time neutral, and then four-wheel low. So this does have Jeep's more advanced four-wheel drive system for the Wrangler that you can get. And then notice with the shift for the 8-speed automatic, got our parking brake right here, and then a couple cup holders, and pretty normal center console, USB inside of it. I like how it's gray here on the dash, that's nice. And then glove box, got the grab handle right there, and then manual mirror dimmer. This one doesn't have the top insulation, but that's something that's easy to add. I always recommend it. It helps out with road noise quite a bit. But notice you can take off the top pretty easily with all those latches. The back, you do need to use tools. That's all. So here's our window sticker for this Willys edition. You guys can see base MSRP is $34,165 with the 2.0 turbo. But there's quite a few packages added to this. Well, actually, so the base isn't technically that much, because to add the Willys package, you have to add a $6,500 charge to that. So really the base price is close to like $40,000. So just take that into account. We've got a few other options added to this. I guess that you have to pay $2,000 now for the 8-speed automatic transmission. And for this four-wheel drive system, it's the 2.72 to 1. So that's $795. Wow, they're nickel and diming you for everything. Anyways, total MSRP, $49,455. 5 years, 60,000 mile on the powertrain, 3 year, 36,000 mile on the basic. Let's drive it. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, which are heated, and throughout the rest of the rear. And let's set off. So setting off here in the 2.0 turbo Wrangler Willys, and I think that this might be the Wrangler that you want to get in today's market, where everything is extremely expensive. And yes, this is quite pricey, because you know, this used to be like a $40,000 rig, but now obviously it's a $50,000 rig in today's market. But that's a lot better than what I've been seeing with like Rubicon prices, where you know, most of them are going for like $60,000 roughly. So yeah, anyways, tons of torque out of the 2.0, and we're at just over 4,000 feet elevation here. Actually, let's check the off-road pages. Let's see, does this even have off-road pages? No, it does not. Never mind, can't check the off-road pages. That's another thing this doesn't have. You lose a lot of the fun features, I suppose, by going for this more baseline package. I will say, quite a bit of chatter from those mud terrain tires. That is for sure. By the way, that wasn't the Jeep, that was just my tripod. It happens at least once every video where it just decides to fall over because I don't place it properly. Very torquey. Yeah, that's solid. It's got this nice like punch to it, good torque. So that's great. It's got normal Jeep steering, that's for sure. It's kind of a little bit all over the place, not horrible, but somewhat all over the place. So we're gonna get an acceleration here with the 2.0 Wrangler. Wow. This thing's quick. This thing is really quick, actually. Yeah, a lot quicker than the V6, that's for sure. Not sure why this person stopped, but maybe they'll move forward now. Okay, yep, they're moving forward. So anyways, yeah, really solid from an acceleration perspective. So with this package, I think this looks great on the outside. It has, you know, similar looks to like the Rubicon in terms of your cool off-road styling. Interior obviously is a little bit more base. You don't have like the crazy red dash you get in the Rubicon though, so some of you might like this dash quite a bit more compared to the Rubicon. And then from a driving point of view, I think it drives really well. The only thing that I can complain about is just the mud terrain tires are pretty chattery. So, you know, all terrains would probably fit a little bit better if you were going to be mostly driving on road, but obviously those mud terrains make it so that this is a lot more capable off-road. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this package. And here's the deal is, this is still a Wrangler with a really advanced four-wheel drive system, and so even though it doesn't have lockers and a sway bar disconnect, it still has solid front and rear axles. Like, it's the only modern SUV you can buy that has that, at least here in the US market. And so, yeah, just, okay, I've done a lot of off-roading, and I can tell you, just having solid axles, like, that makes it so you can conquer like 99% of terrain, seriously. So super capable, you know, still expensive, but less expensive than other Wrangler packages. Let me know what you guys think about this, and that's all. Let's get something's up with our video on this Willys edition. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Schmidler Dodge Ram Jeep Cresta here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this Wrangler. Check out the inventory in the description down below. Ask for Ryan if you have any questions. I'll see ya.